What's up, Tribe family? This is week 3 of our self discovery journey, and today we're going to talk about courage. Okay, courage is a very, very important thing, and I knew that it was important, but I didn't realize how important it was until literally a couple days ago. Okay, so I was preparing for my speech and I wanted to back it up with some evidence. So I started to do some research to better understand how your emotions vibrate. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. I hope that I can show you right here. Boom. Let me see. Let me move myself down for a second. All right. Hopefully this don't mess everything up. Let me minimize it. Put myself over here real quick. Okay, do y'all see this? So this, I'm gonna zoom in. Why did it just do that? Changing. I'm gonna zoom in on, okay, boom. Oh no, I'm gonna have to zoom out because that ain't gonna work. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. So all of these emotions right here, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, and pride, they all weaken your energy field. These are what it's all tied to. Okay? This is the godly view of it. How you feel that God may view you. This is the life view of it. How you view your own life. This is the level. This is the scale, the energy frequency, and this is the emotion that's tied to it. Okay? I'm going somewhere with this. When you are 200 and below, really 176, okay? But we're going to just say 200 and below because, well, really 199, should I say, and below, because that is where you begin to force things and you weaken your energy field. The divider between force and power, strength and weaknesses is courage. Y'all see that right there? It's courage. Maybe I need to let me do like this. Make this. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Because I know I wanna show you guys. We save the image. Map of consciousness. Boom. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Now let me share this screen. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to boom. So let me remove myself. Remove myself. Me over here real quick. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna mess up the video, but I'm trying, okay? So as you can see, courage is at a 200. What comes with courage? Affirmation. The emotion of affirmation and the process of empowerment. So when I tell you that you gotta have courage to heal, where you're feeling like you can do it without any fear. See, fear is all the way down here at 100. So you gotta double up. You gotta literally double up. You gotta release that anxiety, the frightening emotions. You have to release those and double up your confidence. And the way you do that is through affirmations, okay? Self empowerment, external empowerment, whatever empowerment you need, okay? See, many of us go through life. I hope I don't mess this up. I hope I don't mess this up. I think that's good. See, many of us go through life with a lack of courage because we want things to be perfect. And we're afraid that it's not going to work out if it's not perfect. But I'm here to release you today. Healing is not about perfection, it's about being honest with yourself. See, you can't heal and release the things that you're not willing to be honest. And really, essentially, what allows you to do that is giving yourself permission to feel those emotions and release them without guilt, without shaming, without judgment. As y'all saw on the chart, shame, guilt, apathy, grief are below 100. That's tied to humiliation, blame, despair, and regret. You got to release all of that. And if you begin to cry, if you begin to turn that into anger, if you can begin to spaz out, let yourself feel those emotions, but do it in a healthy, safe environment where you're not projecting. Okay? Do it where you can fully process it because, as you can see, processing it is going to take eliminating certain things that no longer serve you. That's also destruction, addiction, despondency, despondency. I said that. Boom. So you have to understand what is all tied to that. It's not just the emotion or the level that you're at. When you're looking at it from a life view, you feel miserable, evil, hopelessness, tragedy. So guess what you're going to continue to bring back into your life? Those same things that's going to just validate the feelings that you're already feeling. And then how do you expect to heal? But when you move up here to courage and you begin to affirm yourself and say, I am strong, I am courageous, I am bold. You know, some of the where do emotions go? Trust. I can trust myself. I forgive. I forgive. You know, all of those things will continue to raise your frequency, raise your vibration. So I need you to just take a second and ask yourself, what emotion do I avoid the most? And what can I learn from that emotion? What do I need to do to release it? And what do I need to bring in to fill that void? And I can tell you right now, the very emotion that I have been avoiding to feel on this chart, emotions go. Mine was shame. I didn't realize that beneath everything, it was shame. And I felt humiliated, not by what other people knew, but about what I knew about myself. And I was so ashamed of some of the things that I did. And I'm like, why? Why did you do that? You know better than that. And then once I was able to realize that I was shaming myself and I felt humiliated, I began to ask myself, what is this trying to teach me? And it taught me that I felt unworthy to do better or to have better. So I made these decisions that validated my feeling of unworthiness. And then after I did that, I said, okay, that's what you're trying to teach me. Got it. What can I do to fill that void? And I began to tune in to the things that I loved. I started to dance. I started to sing. I started to write. I started to just express myself in a way that I didn't care how other people thought. If y'all go back to some of my old videos, you'll see, okay, there was videos where I had one braid, and this was done intentionally, not because I was just like, oh, let's no, I intentionally did that because I needed to show myself that if someone comments on this video and say, why she got one braid in and one braid out, I'm just gonna be like, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to shame myself. I'm not going to feel like I humiliated myself. I'm going to feel like I did what I wanted to do unapologetically. And that was my message. If you go back to some of my videos, I was running on the treadmill. I'm running outside with no shoes on. I'm doing all of this stuff to show myself you are worthy. And you're worthy because you're worthy, not because somebody said that you're worthy. That you are whole, that you are enough. And not because anyone else affirmed you, because that's who you are. You affirmed yourself. So I need you to begin to affirm yourself and say, I am worthy. My feelings are worthy to be expressed. I am free. I am full of joy. No matter what anybody says or what anybody feels about you, you declare it. So when you feel a heavy emotion this week, instead of numbing it and acting like it's not there, avoiding it, I need you to name it. I need you to get closer to it. I need you to ask it, what are you trying to teach me? And then I need you to transform it because we have the power to transform our emotions to the point where they become unrecognizable. And do I still sometimes think about the things that I did? Yes. But am I ashamed of it? No. Because I learned to never settle for less than what I'm worth. I learned to never concede to a thought that takes me farther away from myself. I even got it tattooed on my spine. Never settle for less than what you're worth. And in 2019, I made that declaration to myself. I believe it was 2019. Maybe it was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. And when I made that declaration to myself, I didn't realize that it was attached to shame. But now I do. So don't be afraid. Be honest with yourself. Give yourself grace and embody courage. That's all I got for you guys.